It's May 24th, 2022. I'm Todd Dunn, and today is the first sail of the 2022 season. I have to dodge a buoy right now, but we are underway, having just sailed out of Southwest Harbor. So let's take a look around. There's the view south, out the western way here in the great harbor of Mount Desert Island. That is one of the duck islands in the distance out there. And I can't change right now because I'm just coming up on a buoy and I don't want to blow onto it. This is the buoy at the east end of Greening Island. We're just passing it. As you can see, it's not very far away, maybe 15 feet. There's Sutton Island. Two other sailboats out there. And Bear Island Lighthouse over there. And the hills of Mount Desert Island. Back toward Greening Island. Sail along here on a chilly day. It was about 60 degrees on shore, but now with the wind off the water, the temperature is probably more like 45. There's Great Cranberry Island. Hey, we're going to sail over toward the Cranberries, largely because once we get given this wind direction, which is mostly south, once we get behind or north of Great Cranberry, it will warm up quite a bit. Wind will drop off, but that's okay. It'll be nice to be warm. One nice thing about sailing this time of year is that there is very little lobster gear. There are 3 lobster floats ahead that we're going to pass near, but they're pretty much the only ones in sight right now as we're looking over at the man-set shore of Mount Desert Island. And here's a string of, well, actually 4 lobster floats. Green, white, and red. I don't know who that is, but those are the only ones in sight right now. The typical one. Clearly, you don't want to run over those because you can end up with the line wrapped around the prop or something, which is never fun. And again, looking east, a little bit north of east, between Mount Desert Island on the left and Sutton Island on the right, you can see what I believe is the friendship sloop Alice E in the distance, and closer in a sloop of some sort sailing in. And over there is the Bear Island Lighthouse. Hey, there's Great Cranberry Harbor over there. It doesn't look very busy. I see about 4 or 5 boats. Pretty empty, not too many people there yet. And ahead is Little Cranberry Island, or Islesford. We're going to head over that way and see if we can take a look at it. And there is Sutton Island. Well, I think our run over to Little Cranberry into the harbor may be blocked by wind direction. The wind has gone considerably more easterly out here, which is going to make it difficult to sail into Little Cranberry Harbor without a few tacks. So we're going to sail along the south side of Sutton Island here. These are all summer cottages on Sutton because no one lives year-round on Sutton Island. Sorry about the slightly sloping views occasionally. Having to adjust the point of sail as we go, and it's hard to keep an eye on the camera while I'm doing that. headed almost due east, out past the end of Sutton Island. Then we will turn and sail back. And today is sort of a shakedown cruise just to make sure everything is working, and that thing down there, the Ray Marine Element 7S chart plotter, is working, and we've already discovered a few things we're going to have to change about it. For example, the symbol of the boat is way too big, and unfortunately if you're not moving, it doesn't display the boat symbol, so I didn't know how big it would be, and it's complicated enough to change it that I'm not even going to try with the boat underway. Anyway, so there's Sutton Island, and I'm going to shut down until we see something else interesting. Now, these are some of the summer cottages here on the east end of Sutton. It's fairly rocky here. The tide is coming in right now. It doesn't look like any of them are occupied yet. The windows are still covered up and everything. People will be showing up fairly soon, though. I expect a few of them will be here next weekend. And over here on the other side, looking kind of southeast, is Little Cranberry Island, and that's Little Cranberry Harbor. Lots of lobster boats there. Doesn't look like much else though. And given the wind direction, we're not going to go in there today, just because it would involve a number of tacks. And there's the view ahead to the east. And let's pan around and look back the way we came. We're being overtaken by a lobster boat wake right now. There's Mount Desert Island, and we're looking straight into Southwest Harbor to the west. Alright, the wind shifted and went more southerly, so we're headed toward Little Cranberry Island. That's the friendship sloop Alice E with a load of tourists, and in the distance the white pylon is East Bunker Ledge, and behind that is the Schoodic Peninsula. And here's Little Cranberry Island dead ahead. And there used to be a can buoy out here. Oh, there it is. Okay. We're not pointing high enough to pass that can, so we'll tack before we get into the area that marks. There's a shallow point over there. So you can see a few boats there. There's one sailboat on one of the outer moorings, and the rest look like lobster boats in Little Cranberry Island. And a couple of the small summer cottages over there. Here we are sailing into Islesford Harbor, and we're going to sail up here a ways and then tack over and head back to Southwest Harbor. But it looks pretty quiet over here, mostly lobster boats. There is one sailboat dead ahead, but other than that, it's pretty quiet here in Islesford Harbor. It doesn't look like anything on Islesford Dock is open yet, and that includes the restaurant, the pottery shop, etc. So we're going to just sail in and have a look at some of the moorings and see if the guest moorings are in. If we can see them, that is. And see just what it looks like. But this is another island that has quite a large population in the summer, but there are year-round people here. Probably on the order of 30 to 40 people live here year-round. There's the one sailboat that's over here, and other than that, it's all lobster boats except for one small power boat. And we're going tack pretty soon, so I'm going to have to put the camera down. Just one last look at the inner part of Islesford Harbor, and you can see all the little lobster boats. Now, I've tacked around and we're leaving Islesford Harbor on Little Cranberry Island, and it does not look like the town guest moorings are rigged yet. Probably before next weekend they will be, though. So, very pretty little harbor with one of the best views in this area when you're hanging on one of those guest moorings. Really spectacular view. Now we're going to head back to Southwest Harbor. Alright, this is Great Cranberry Harbor from a little closer. It also does not look like they've set up the guest moorings here yet either. So you're going to have to wait probably till next weekend. But Great Cranberry Harbor is really empty. Again, this island does have a small population, 20 people or so year-round. And they even have a small school here that the two islands use. But most of the people on the island are summer people. And we're headed straight back towards Southwest Harbor, about 2.5 miles from here. I'm going to show you one more view looking over Sutton Island at Mount Desert Island in the distance, and back east toward the Schoodic Peninsula. So I think I'm going to wrap this video up here. We're just going to sail straight across the Great Harbor and back into Southwest Harbor. We'll pick up our mooring to rig the boat to go back into the marina, and then head back into the marina. So, hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. This is the first, I think, of many sailing videos this summer. And if you want to see them all, just click that subscribe button. Thanks for watching.